There comes a time after the full moon where your energy, your emotion, your thoughts, they loom and linger and ask for you to just breathe. Hello, my child of destiny, welcome. We are going to get into a message, and today I don't actually have a title theme. However, the starting card is the Ten of Swords. And we just had that full moon in Aquarius, which was all about shedding ego. And I feel like now that we are in the disseminating moon phase, okay, we are in the point where we have just released, we have just seen a lot of our subconscious inner world, and that can be heavy. In fact, the energy of today, the day I'm filming, the 3rd of August, it was a heavy day, not just personally, but a lot of people that I spoke to. There was a lot of heaviness in the air, and when I saw the beautiful moon in its orange hues, and the top of my deck was the 10 of Swords. Look at that. Strength, the power of your light being able to tame the shadows, the darkness, the fear, the voice of the ego that says you don't deserve to be here, that you do not have any way of making it forward. That voice, it doesn't last any other day, not on this channel at least, because yeah, you see them sirens, that's me coming to collect them, okay? And to be honest, with this 10 of Swords being our starting card, this is you coming to completion of a cycle, of a way of thinking that has kept you self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, betrayal from others, but also self-abandonment, betrayal from yourself, neglect, thoughts that have kept you dimming your light, that have kept you from sharing your heart and your vulnerability from the world, and in the end, you just end up in a pool of hurt. But the best thing about this card is where there is a ending, there is a new beginning. But only if you get back up. And this is where I do not want the collective to get stuck, because at this point, this is where people can give up. I want to, and I'm setting the intention that whoever this message finds, it's a late night tarot sesh. Wherever it finds you, may it find you when you need it best, because this collective, this energy that I'm feeling can derail you, and it can almost pull you back into old ways of thinking. I'm just gonna grab those because you don't need them anymore. You don't need those anymore. Grab you into, look at that, I put it back in reverse, exactly, because we're releasing them. 3, 2, 1, coming back to source. What have you been waiting for? Harmony, balance. Okay, I just heard we're going to do a Shadow Slayer reading. That's one of my, I wouldn't even call it a spread. It was a tarot reading I introduced last Halloween, and then I just kept doing it because people loved it. But look at that. King of Swords, or King of Wands. I thought that was King of Swords. So Aquarius and Leo, very, very significant. I'm going to be talking about it a lot on this channel, so get used to it. If you have Aquarius placements, shout out to you, okay? Like, damn. That's a lot. If you have Leo placements, hello, welcome. I've got a special place for us Leos to hang out, the Lion's Den. If you are interested, check out the link in the description. But we are going to speak some truth into you, because that's the thing about being a visionary. That's the thing about leading with the heart. That's the thing about going after those dreams and plans and letting your spirit land in this physical world. Your thoughts are crucial for that. And if your thoughts are against you, because again, you are not your thoughts, but your thoughts may not necessarily align with where you want to be at this time. 444 on the timer, and we've got the 4 of Wands in reverse. Yes, where has there been lack of harmony? Where has there been imbalance? Sometimes our mind witnesses that, and not even our mind witnesses that, sometimes a lot of us have experienced that. Trauma, broken homes, bullying. These are a lot of things that have been coming up a lot in my readings. And those experiences do not make who you are. However, they do shape personality. They shape how we see ourselves, how we see the world. But the best thing about those things is that those are fluid and they can change. It can change. So if you're a people pleaser one day, you can be more assertive the next. It's all about taking that step to remove the I am this, remove the truth that you have planted within you, to create space to heal the hurts for all the times where your voice wasn't heard, and to fill it with truth. And that's what I want to do in this message. I just want to send some hope and love. The Spirit's saying Shadow Slayer. So we are going to start off. Shadow Slayer is literally one of my faves. Sorry, this copper bracelet is untangling itself from me. But we're going to start off with getting a card, who you are, what you're manifesting, what are you calling in, and you calling it in fast. You're calling it in fast. Hold on, I think I want to change the light. No, I'm alright. I just want to change what side it is. Okay. Yes. So let's go. Yeah. Something has ended and you're ready to move forward. So let's see what it is you're calling in. And we're going to have a look at the thoughts that are blocking, and then we're going to slay. We're going to slay. But Spirit says before I even read the cards, I need to finish what I was saying about the moon, disseminating moon phase. In the Moonology Oracle deck, it says take time to breathe out. It is a lot of energy when you are seeing that yeah, let me not even just make it general. That full moon in Aquarius, if you're watching this in real time, if you're not, maybe recently you've had a really deep time of having to witness old beliefs. No flipping way did that light just go off. Old beliefs, yeah, the light went off. And the thing is, I fully charged it, and it's all of us. It's so hot. Hold on, we're going to need to get some light. I'm gonna keep it like low light though, because I don't want it too bright. Like, please. But yeah, it takes a lot for you to witness beliefs, because Aquarius is fixed air. Imagine thoughts that have been up there for centuries. It's not just you. These thoughts and these ways of thinking are generational, structural, and we've come to a point where our subconscious has become conscious of these things, and it's up to us to shift how we are thinking so that we can shift how we are acting, and we can shift what we are calling in. The mind without ego, the higher self, is in alignment with the heart and is able to take you on the path you were destined to from the start. However, the ego doesn't go with that much ease. The ego likes to fight back, and that's why the devil represents its energy. So what things have been coming up, what have been chaining you, we are going to unpack that and have a look. Oh, you are calling in, this is the Queen of Cups. You're calling in a nurturing season. Okay, this is Cancer card. The Queen of Cups, intuitive, creative, expressive, and divine flow. You are someone that flowers blossom and bloom everywhere you go. Like, you're beautiful. You're so beautiful. And listen, I heard irrespective of gender, but we don't need to do that over here. Beautiful is not a gendered word, and you know that. You know that you explore art, you explore beauty in all things. You might be pansexual. Hello, this is a LGBTQIA friendly page. I mean, I am a lesbian myself, so non-binary. But back to the message, you're manifesting something deep that reflects the innermost parts of your heart. King of Pentacles and stability. So yeah, I did pick that up. A lot of you are artists, musicians, creatives, and you are calling in a life of stability from expressing yourself, from sharing your light, your truth. 10, 10, I just saw. But we're going to have a look at what are these, what is the thoughts? What is the ego saying? Do you have to do it alone? That you are not supported? Wow. Wow, that is so deep. And honestly, because I'm an oracle, but I am a human being too. And the way I've had to move through this energy, I didn't think I was going to do a read today. In fact, this feeling of aloneness, new beginnings to fall, I actually combated by reaching out to someone, and they were able to speak encouragement and love. And it is good to be able to have those people that you trust. But it seems like you have lived a life where you haven't had that. Maybe there's communities that have broken down, whether you've left religion, family estrangement, friendships have broken down, or this could just be internal in the sense that you and your mind, body and soul are not unified yet because your ego has always run the show. So the thought and the belief of I am not supported, also you didn't support yourself. So the patterns from your parents, from childhood, I'm hearing I think it's begun to affect your health, finances, energy just not feeling stable. But because of these blockages, you are now in a cage in your mind which tells you that you are not able to live such a life of freedom, flow, creativity. You don't know 12-12, you don't know how to trust your intuition because you don't know how to trust yourself. And because you don't trust yourself, you don't trust others. Let's have a look at what else the ego has to say. Okay, this is also to do with institutions, this is to do with jobs, this is to do with what I was saying before of you guys are manifesting stability from your creation, from your expression, from your intuition. You want to live a life where your intuition leads you to this divine overflow. I really love the Queen of Cups because there's abundance, there's treasure here, there's deep intuition here, the shell, the oyster, the debris, the parts of you that you had to hide. They actually shine so beautifully. And confirmation, but you know how to alchemize. However, you haven't found a place where you can do this for, I heard for free. Yes, a lot of you have just been doing it for free, for fun, but then you start getting drained. Okay, your workplaces don't really necessarily appreciate your creativity. And then what I wanted to say about that full moon in Aquarius is the other. It is the innovator, it is the disruptor, it is the one that holds the collective emotion of this is wrong before everybody knows that, before the light turns on. Okay, Aquarius have seen the fractures in our structures. Listen, I'm not even trying to rhyme, but the words are coming out. But like, they see the blocks, but no one's doing anything about it. Everyone's asleep, and that is a lot to carry. Again, like I said, it is fixed air, that is water, clouds that have been kept. And until it comes down, until it's released, that is held physically in the body. I feel like a lot of you have been witnessing macro, social, economic changes that have really been pressing on the mind. And then on a more interpersonal level, I'm hearing how Aquarius, because of their unique nature, despite that being the collective consciousness, the 11th house, the house of community, they are separate until the collective catch up. And now we are in this age of Aquarius. Yes, everybody's shifting towards authenticity, but that's where they've already been. And I think that's what's happening here, in the sense that your ego, for as long as you've lived, I don't know, 23, 20, 49, I don't know how old you are. A lot of people in their 20s I'm picking up. But then also I'm picking up some people that might be married. Yeah, going through a transitional phase. Okay, I'm hearing second nodal return. So anyway, we're a big collective over here. Hello, my children of destiny. We are children of God. But for a long time, you were not supported for who you were. You were not recognized for who you were. You were isolated for who you were. So your mind told you it was not safe for you to be who you are. And we're now coming to this point where the world is shifting, the nodes are shifting, the collective destiny, the collective soul mission is to learn how to exist as we are in the midst of others. And now your ego's like, hold on, no, that's not safe. That's not safe, that's not okay, that's not the way we do things here. But it is in your heart. In your heart of hearts, you've always longed for a new start, a fresh start. You've wanted to bring change, especially through your art. Okay, especially through your art. Let's see what else the ego is saying. Actually, Spirit's saying go on to the next card. We're gonna slay. Okay. This is your opportunity to play. To play and to experiment. Okay, to come back to the start. This, again, I keep seeing this. King of Pentacles won't leave me alone. And every day at the back of the you don't want to come down. Anyway, I digress. But this Taurus energy, I'm just like, Spirit, when is it coming? Especially as a Saturn in Taurus, I'm just like, come on now. But your ego, that voice of you that has been saying that you are not supported or people will not appreciate you, there's a part of you that doesn't care about that and would explore it anyway, for the joy, for the pleasure, for the curiosity. That's what needs to be awoken right now, because I don't see a pathway of instability. I see someone that hasn't been supported, that someone that hasn't had the right resources, someone that hasn't felt safe enough to truly be themselves. But the reason the thing is, I thought we gonna slay this shadow, but no, Spirit just wanted to call it out, because sometimes all you need to do is turn the lights on. That's all you need to do, because when you shine the light on something, the darkness is removed. The lies are exposed. It is time for you to know that you came for your own unique soul purpose. There are things that your soul came to explore. Fire is the spirit, the will, the drive. You know what sets you alive. You know the things that you hide, the parts of you that you wish you could show but you don't feel that are safe to be seen. Those are the parts that you truly dream to express fully. And recently, okay, we've been seeing the ways where we've held ourselves back. We've been seeing the ways, the narratives, the beliefs that we have kept within our system that can no longer be if we want to move forward into that land of prosperity. And it's painful because, like I said, we've just had that full moon and we're now at that 10 of Swords stage where we are almost like looking at a montage of our life and all the ways we've blocked our blessings, and the ego loves that, because that is their now opportunity to say, yeah, and it's going to be the same. Yeah, you can't make it forward. Yeah, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Look at that. shut it down, because those are lies. Again, the Eight of Swords, these are lies that entrap our mind because they can't understand the expansion. They can't see the further at this time. The ego cannot see the complete cycle. Remember, two more swords and we're going to get to that 10. But Eight of Swords, when your mind is feeling caged in, the water, Queen of Cups, is beckoning. Oh my goodness, your emotions, there is more for you to see. Seven of Swords, don't run away. Do not give into that self-sabotaging energy. Shut it down. I'm still shocked. It's almost like I didn't acknowledge it, but that's the thing. The ego doesn't want you to acknowledge that opportunities are coming in, or there's possibilities, or there's pathways for you to receive. It doesn't want you to, because it wants you to focus on the thoughts, the what's going to happen, how is this going to work, when there's a seed that is ready to be planted right now. Right now, it's here for you. Spirit, talk to me about this. Turning on 12. Listen, the moment you sit with yourself and you allow, first of all, I keep hearing the word wealth, but you allow yourself to feel safe in the not knowing, to return to that part of you that intuitively can feel, and even though you cannot see it yet, the mind, the ego wants to rush and speed, but sometimes we must surrender to the feeling and believe, and that is when the clarity comes to us. A lot of you are stuck, feeling isolated, feeling unsupported. You don't realize that there are people, places, things that want to come to you with answers, with opportunities. Even your own higher self, your own Ori, wants to give you the next step in the clarity, but you are stuck in the no one is helping me, there is nothing for me. And the thing is, these are the things that keep repeating. It's like I'm trying to find other examples, but that's like the narrative that is kind of just on repeat. That card said, yeah, on repeat, because it's a loop. It's a loop that you've been stuck in. Eight of Swords, it's not the truth. Put it, shut it down. Shut it. Oh my goodness, but I find it hilarious though. Because sorry, I literally just made myself laugh and forgot what I was just saying. Your own Ori wants to show you the way. There have been certain thoughts on repeat, but they will stay repeating until you realize, because that's the thing, the Nine of Swords is just that ongoing thoughts. Late night, you can't sleep, you can't rest. But 10 of Swords is when you're finally able to say, okay, I digress. It's above me now. This is not the truth, and I can see the loop, and I'm ready to end it. And that's when a new dawn and these new opportunities come through. The things that you've been waiting for and that you feel, because everything that you're manifesting already exists. It's not asking you to heal. It's not asking you to become more. It's asking you to open up and receive. Open up and receive. And sometimes opening up and receive means releasing the ego's grip on the timing, the place, who it is coming from, how it comes, the set method, the set steps, the things that you thought, the projects that you thought. There's Three of Pentacles in reverse. I'm also hearing failed projects. There are failed projects, delays, things, people you thought you'd be working with, and Spirit said, hey, no. The feeling of what you were manifesting was true. Queen of Cups, but it's still a matter of trial and error, of exploration for you to find where that feeling is going to come through. And I'm hearing The Alchemist. I might pick it up and we might do a book divination, and we might get a page from the book as well, because that is coming. You know the feeling of what it is you want. Don't rush. Don't rush. And also don't stay stuck in the why isn't this working? Why isn't it them? Let yourself come back to your breath. Step away from the problem, the situation, and allow yourself to zoom out and see, what do you notice? Because when you notice something new, that's when clarity just comes through. Clarity will just come. You don't, it really is that easy. Justice. I can't make this up. Guys, you are, and the thing is, what I like about, I want to say this new channel, what I like about Child of Destiny Oracle is there is a story that is unfolding here. And honestly, if you start from the very beginning, let's start from the very beginning, a very good place to start. You're going to see a journey unfold. Did I not say a couple videos ago that your justice timeline is here? Now, I've been talking about the rest and resurrect, and I kept thinking that it was going to be time to make that video soon, but no. We are still in the rest phase. In fact, I think we're going to be in it for a 20-day, let me, Spirit said. But we're going to be in this quiet on the creek. No, my higher self says, shut it. Shanice, your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. But it's just this time, rest and resurrect. That time is gonna come, but for now, we can't wait for the resurrect. Why are you so in a rush to spring into action? You don't spring into action while you are still holding the fears and, oh, I'm alone, holding on to projects that are not for you, holding on to places and institutions that are not for you. There's an opportunity that wants to come to you, but you cannot be in a rush if your mind is still stuck. You cannot be in a rush if your mind is still stuck. Write that down, because you'll end up going in a different place. Just imagine you're speeding on the highway and you're supposed to turn right, but you accidentally go straight. And now the thing is, it's not that you'll never make it, but it just means that what if the next turning to go right is not for another 10 miles? What if there's no opportunity for you to U-turn? Please, Farabala, take it easy. And the funny thing is, I actually have a channeled message that I'm going to do on driving and the sat-nav, because I'm just going to say it to you now. You the driver. You the birthday. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. But you the driver, right? Okay, whether that's motorbike or car. The driver is your body. Okay, your physical human self, your mind, right? But I'm gonna say the ego, because the higher self, okay, the spirit is the sat-nav. They know the destination, but if you keep making wrong turns, they're just gonna recalculate to help you get there. But it's just about whether you listen. If you listen, you can get there with speed and ease. If you listen, you can get there with speed and ease. Justice is what you're about to receive. So if I were you, I would slow down. I would witness what is coming up from me, because if it's a lot of pain, let it out. It's gonna feel disgusting, but once it's out, it now creates space. Because that's what you need right now. You need space to create, to imagine, to explore. Because your heart longs for something so much more. And I feel I don't know, some of you guys are really cool, drawn to the ocean. Yes, I really want to go soon. No, water deities, I love them. Literally, as I say, that Six of Swords, a lot of swords, a lot of Aquarius energy. Listen, guys, take time. And then we also got Gemini. Take time, slow wine. Yeah, in order to, I think, balance out and I've said this before, or this download came to me early in the year, that when there is a lot going on in the mental, it's because there are repressed emotions. You are manifesting the Queen of Cups as your lifestyle. You can't repress your emotions in that lifestyle. To live a life of creativity, overflow, abundance, intuition, making a life that only you could dream means that you cannot repress your emotions no matter how heavy. Because they're heavy, they can still be alchemized and turned into gold. And there is an emotion in you. There's something in you that wants to be turned physical into physical gold, but you need to express it. You need to make space. You need to allow your mind the room to create, and it will not create if you are stuck and ruminate. You need to allow your mind the space to create, but it won't create if you ruminate. Write that down. Somebody write that down. Oh my God. 2 more cards. Queen of Swords. Be the guardian of your mind. Libra energy. At this time, you have transformed time and time again. Now it is up to you to hold the pen, to write the story, to control the thoughts that are going round, and you will see the glory. The glory is the presence, the manifestation of you, the thoughts that are running in the backlog of your membrane. They come through when you take action, when you decide what can come in and what aligns. When you set the boundary and when you say no, the universe responds to that flow. Again, I'm just channeling, so I'm just like, y'all getting what you need? Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you are. And I'm getting a bit hazy, so I definitely know we're coming to the end. That's the thing. I can channel for again. And I'm starting to pick up other channel messages, which means we've come to the end of this one, which didn't have a title, to be fair. Something to do with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, sorry, something is coming towards you. Yeah. Something's come towards you. Slow but steady wins the race. Slow but steady wins the race. Let's get the ego out the car. Let's get the ego out the car. Well, actually, not the ego out the car, because the ego is driving the car. Because the ego's your mind. Oh gosh. But yeah, guys, I split the deck and it came to this. There's nothing more to see. There's nothing more to see. There's nothing more to know. Sometimes you just gotta let go, receive. You got to contemplate on the energy that you've already been given. It's like I'm chewing a meal and I'm eating, and my food has just arrived and I'm eating. My mouth is full. There's steak on the plate. There's burger. There's crabs. There's prawns. And I'm still in my other hand looking at the menu for what's next. Have you even digested? And that's a message for some of you. Just go tarot reading to tarot reading to tarot reading. Pick one. Meditate. Take your own notes. Pray to your guides. Ask your higher self to show you more evidence, and also to show you why. Some of you want to know why things are going on. You want to know why you've been given certain dreams. Why me? That energy, confirmation burp, will come to you. Confirmation burp when you allow yourself to receive, when you allow yourself to listen to your body, because the high priestess is highly intuitive. They are looking, but not with their physical eyes, with their senses, their clairsentience, their senses, their emotions, the visions, trusting in them, trusting in how the body feels, because that's how you know it's real. It's coming in and it's coming to you. Let yourself know that it is true. A lot of cardinal energy. Okay, Libra's come up twice. Justice and the Queen of Swords. Stay grounded in your truth. Your justice will come to you. Don't let the lies that have been planted in your mind fester for a day longer. Uproot them and replace them with truth. Listen to this message multiple times. Book a reading if you need to. The link is in the description below. I was going to say description box, but hey ho. My child of destiny, I've got to go. We're coming to the end of the transmission. If this was like a fairy tale, I would be like Cinderella. It will be about to be midnight and I'm about to fade away into the night. And you are never alone because I'm always here. And when you call, there might be a message that comes through exactly when you need it. If you like, comment, and subscribe and join the tribe. Yes. Because my energy flows best when it is received. And when people need, it might be my Virgo Venus or my Leo energy, maybe. I'm saying maybe as if I don't already know. You already know. But yes, honestly, all the support, all jokes aside, it really does help me to make content at this time. And I love making readings. But guys, a girl gotta live. I just wanna live. Does anyone remember that guy? I love that guy. Anyway, 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Listen, I can't wait to get into some of the other decks. There's sometimes Spirit will give me a channel message, yeah, and I sit on it like an egg. Like I feel like a goose on a golden egg. It's okay, because there's more to come. I love you lots, my darling one. I don't even know how to end this. I don't like saying goodbye. This is actually something real. I really hate saying goodbye. Like, I hate saying goodbye. But like I said, it's farewell. I'm your oracle. If you couldn't already tell, my name is Destiny. I will see you in my next reading or video. And yeah, I hope you take it easy. Literally, take it easy. Bye now. 10% battery. Yeah, we gotta go.